Hello, welcome back to my class. This was chapter first, poem first, Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost and taken from First Flight. Before we start this poem, let me tell you about the poet and his works. The poet Robert Frost was an American poet, was born in America, but then immigrated to Britain, where he published his first poetry, first collection of poems. Again, he returned to America. About his famous poems, we have two prominent ones that we must have read. First, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening, and the other, The Road Not Taken Yet. These two are the very prominent ones, and most of us must have read these two. The theme of his poetry remain the human emotions and nature. These two played a major role in his writings, or these dominated his writings. If we go into detail of his life, we find a very tough life that he led, a challenging life, a difficult and turbulent life that he led. He had to experience the death of his wife, and then the death of 4 of his children out of 6. So this emotionally changed this man, this poet. And the same thought is getting reflected here. So let's begin this poem. Dust of Snow. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The first stanza shows the gloom, despair, and this despair and gloom is shown through symbols, through the symbol of crow, through the symbol of snow and hemlock tree. All of them symbolize death, despair, and danger. That is, he wants to say that life is full of difficulties, life is full of danger, and we all encounter these things in our life. But life is about moving on. We cannot stop. Difficulties may come, but that doesn't mean that we should stop, because stopping means the end of everything. End of productivity, end of productive work, end of everything. So, we cannot lead such an inactive life, because life is to move on. So, second stanza reflects this idea. So let's begin. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So he is out of house and walking in snow covered surface. Everything is covered with snow. The roads are covered with snow. Tree have got the snow cover, and he's walking in such a day, such a situation, which again suggests difficulties, challenges in life. So he came near a tree. He was walking going past the tree, but the moment he reached there and he was passing from under the tree, the crow, sitting on one of the branches of the tree, shook the branch. He gave a shake to the branch, and as a result of it, the snow settling on the branch got unsettled and landed on the author in the form of dust of snow. That is, in all its individual particles, it came down, it fell on him. That is, the difficulties, challenges, turbulence came down on his life, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I'd rued. So, this change came about. The snow had settled on the branch and now it settled on the author, though those snow symbolize despair, gloom, unproductivity, and even death, yet he was not that affected. He was not that fully affected. Instead, he learned. It changed his mood. It gave him a different. It gave him a different perspective of life, and the rest part of the day was saved. That is, he was despair, he was anxious, he was gloomy. But this unsettling of snow from the branch and then settling on him changed his mood, gave him some kind of realization that this is this is transient. Difficulties and all is transient. Life is transient. It will change. So all the difficulties or the difficult phase will go. So as this realization came upon him, he came out of the gloom, and it saved the rest of his life, the rest part of his day, and he came out of this gloom, he came out of this mood, and he now felt better. He felt that, well, life is about going on, and he discarded, he shook off such feeling as was dominating him, as overpowered him, and saved some part of the day Adrude. And that part of the day that he was in, that is the gloom with which he spent the day, was shaken off, and now he felt better. And he was thankful that the other part of the day was saved, and that he is now able to enjoy the day, enjoy the life. So this is the poem. Here it has got a particular rhyming scheme. If you look at the end of every line, you find a particular pattern that has been followed here. So at the end of the first line we have crow, the same sound is there, and the third line snow, crow and snow, so they rhyme. These two, first and third line, rhyme, and second and fourth, they too are same. They two sound the same way, me and tree. So a particular first and third, second and fourth rhyme with each other. The same is here in the second stanza, hot and pot rhyme, mood and rude rhyme. So first and third, second and fourth rhyme in both these stanzas. So this is about the rhyming scheme. Thank you for now.